On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
Literally, next.
I'm the
I
closest
agree.
thing to a pastor y'all got on this panel.
Pastor Anton, I agree. But I don't know what's the pushback what I said and how it contradicted myself when everything I talk about a woman and a man purpose for being together. Like I said, I can see T-Bum, you don't listen to me enough, so I give you a pass. But I don't change. This been the same thing. The whole purpose of even being together is to reproduce. Now, what should be the priority? The outcome of that relationship should be kids. That should be the priority. We get all fuzzy and all messed up because we try to make each other priority when ideally that's what should be the priority.
She if just we asked make if there was no kids involved.
If no kids involved,
so after you're done raising them and they're grown and adults, does that mean that the relationship we don't need to do this anymore?
Okay, so now listen what he's saying. It's a force mechanism to force us to reproduce. Because if that mechanism didn't exist, then ideally we wouldn't reproduce. Men won't go out here and say, you know what, I'm finna bust down this chick. No, it's an urge, it's a forcing mechanism to make us be about our purpose that he stated in Genesis. Therefore, go and be fruitful and multiply. Without these forcing mechanisms, you know what I'm saying, what will we end up being like? You know what I'm saying? We have different things that we get hungry. Like I said, we have these urges, right? Our body go through physical change. It forces us to eat. The same thing if we don't drink water. We have these forcing mechanisms to make sure that we can be healthy and we can pursue a happy life and reproduce. It all leads to that. But when you start talking about this separate sexual liberation, I want my nuts too. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, we lose purpose. This whole conversation, nobody identify purpose. And like I told you, I went through that.
That's what I'm saying, Logic. Like I don't mean to cut you off, but what I'm saying is that some women aren't really looking for that purpose. They just want to have good sex.
And guess what? Then we should declare them not women. We should what Quest said. We should put them on the wall. The Night's Watch.
But why? Why?
Because women have to do what Logic thinks that they have to do. Otherwise, their life is just.
Some women.
I'm sure when you go out and meet a girl, you're not thinking, "Oh, I'm going to when I smash her, I'm going to reproduce." You're not thinking that. You're trying to get your rocks off.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You're not using your purpose like, "Oh, I'm supposed to reproduce, so I'm gonna meet this chick and blow up the club."
I hope not thinking like that at this age.
Look, the thing is men, like I said, shout out to my nigga Quest. We should put them on the wall. The Night Watch. It's over for them. At the Night Watch, you know what? You can do whatever you want to do. You have no purpose but guarding that wall. You know what I'm saying? Put all these niggas at the Night Watch and watch out for them. What they call the motherfuckers in Game of Thrones? The niggas on the other side of the wall. The walkers. What is it?
No, the walkers are dead.
Who is more a priority in a relationship? Tanya. Who is more a priority in a relationship?
Am I on mute?
No.
Who is my more priority in the relationship?
Who is more priority in a relationship between a man and woman?
The man.
Okay.
In my relationship, in my marriage, I put my man first. And, that has been good for me. But, other people can do what they want to do. But for me, I just find joy in doing things for my husband and, being that person for him. So, yeah.
Rilla? Oh. Yeah, really.
Me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's my answer.
Huh?
I didn't hear nothing.
He said me.
Oh, okay. DoorDash Logic?
I said neither man or woman. I said the seeds.
The who?
The seeds.
The kids
that you produce.
So okay,
That's
so
the
what if they don't
priority.
have kids? What if you don't have kids? Then who?
Well, if you have no kids, then you have no purpose being together. You have no purpose. And I know it make y'all. Guess what? Go ahead.
Contradicting yourself, because at the beginning of the show, y'all was talking about purpose and all this stuff. Now you.
I said purpose, and what I said.
Come on,
this is crazy. Y'all don't listen. What I said the purpose is of a relationship.
That's why I brought it up.
Okay, what did I say the purpose of a relationship was?
Go ahead, finish.
To reproduce. I said the purpose that I said it all the time. The reason men look at women, you can smell good, you can look good, but all paths lead to the pussy.
So Logic, in your last relationship, who was priority?
What's that?
In your last relationship, who was priority?
Without kids, it wasn't no priority. We were just casually fucking. But when I was in a relationship with kids, the kids is the priority. Now that I'm still not in that relationship, the kids are still the priority. It will always be priority. That's it.
I think that, I don't know. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Warren, because it seemed like you're more versed. Didn't he say when he made woman, isn't the first thing he said was man is not meant to be alone? So I think I get it. The reproduction, I get it. But
he didn't say he's not meant to. You got to get the quote right. Get the quote right.
Okay, relax.
It is not good for men to be alone.
It's not good for it's not good for men to be alone. So I think even before he started, talking about woman's purpose, whatever, I genuinely don't think that human beings are meant to be by themselves, whether they're in a romantic relationship or not. I think we are supposed to be around each other. So this whole notion that like, if you're not together to have kids, that you shouldn't be in relationship with people, that is like kind of strange to me. I don't think anyone should be alone. I don't think anyone should die alone and grow old alone, whether that's with a romantic partner or not a romantic partner. I think people need other people.
He said that so that we wouldn't be jacking off all day. That's all.
Okay. You know what? You don't get to interpret what he said, why he said that, because we're talking about,
Why not? I'm the closest thing to a pastor on this panel y'all got.
Literally, next.
I'm the closest thing to a pastor y'all got on this panel.
Pastor Anton, I agree. But I don't know what's the pushback what I said and how it contradicted myself when everything I talk about, a woman and a man purpose for being together. Like I said, I can see T-Bum, you don't listen to me enough, so I give you a pass. But I don't change. This has been the same thing. The whole purpose of even being together is to reproduce. Now, what should be the priority? The outcome of that relationship should be kids. That should be the priority. We get all fuzzy and all messed up because we try to make each other priority when ideally that's what should be the priority.
If we make our kids, no kids involved.
After you're done raising them and they're grown and adults, does that mean that the relationship we don't need to do this anymore?